Hey guys out there, ladies, gents, and everyone else. Um, I'm making this video for two kinds of people. The first kind of people are the people that are living with roommates and wondering what they can do about it. And the second kind of people are living with roommates that are wondering what those roommates can do about it, and they don't understand what the problem really seems to be. So, when you live in a home that has multiple tenants in a roommate situation, you share all these common spaces. And of course, it seems at first totally normal to clean up after yourself. And cleaning up after yourself should just be second nature to anyone really who has a decent idea of living by themselves so that you can keep a neat and tidy place if that's what you're into. However, you have to take into consideration that it's not just cleaning up what you did, it's cleaning up things that over time get filthy. For example, the bathtub is one of the worst. That, and of course, the kitchen. You can take a shower and clear your hair, but when you wash up, you get skin everywhere, right? It just happens. You wash yourself, you get skin in the tub. And no one will want to clean that because, well, whose is it and who did it and whatnot, and the story goes on and on and on. It just never gets done. Sooner or later, the bathtub is incredibly filthy, and you just don't even want to put your feet on it. But eventually, someone has to do it. Well, I'm one of those people. After a while, I just can't take it, and it just has to be clean because it's just disgusting. Like, why would anybody want to deal with that, really? But then you have the other roommate who maybe is grateful that you cleaned it, maybe is not, but will never actually clean it. And this happens with everything, taking out the trash, doing the dishes. Maybe you have yard work like we do, and unfortunately, the more you choose to take care of those things on your own, that other roommate stops caring to do it. So then it brings us to this next stage of being a roommate, which is talking to that other roommate about, hey, can we share some of these chores? Because I can't keep doing this every time. I mean, it has to seem fair, right? It's equal. We have to share it. Well, they always bring up the same argument, which is today I lost a roommate who became pretty upset that I asked them to take out the trash. Apparently, they don't make trash. It's all my trash. Okay, doesn't make any sense whatsoever. If this wasn't on my iMac, I could walk you to the kitchen just to see the trash that they left in the kitchen from moving out so that someone else can take it out for them. So technically, you become subservient after a while of constantly taking on the tasks of chores, and the other person does not. So then you start to come up with other things like, why don't we try a chore wheel? Uh, why don't we maybe all put in some money so that someone can come and clean up the common spaces in the house so that we don't have to, but we're assured that they're clean. But then that becomes a problem because it's too expensive and then nobody wants to do it. And so, what I finally came to the conclusion to is that if you live with a roommate who doesn't care to clean more than what they did, they're not going to do anything at all. It's going to become an argument, it's going to become a nasty situation, and it's going to become, like for me, someone who just moves out because they can't handle you, or because they can't handle adulting, or because they're just not ready yet to fully understand what it means to live on your own and not have your mother or your father or other take care of those things for you. Because the truth is, things just get filthy. The countertops will get filthy, you can wipe them clean, that's fine, but so do the cabinets in your kitchen. They get greased up from cooking. But who's to say who did that? So who's going to clean it? Why would you clean it? Do you care if it's disgusting or not? I do. I think it's gross, and sometimes when I want to have people over, you know what? I don't want to invite them into a really disgusting place. So I clean it. But after a while, it gets kind of tiresome because you don't want to keep cleaning your place up for someone else to enjoy who's just going to keep dirtying it or participating in creating that filth and never contribute. So it just, you start to give up. So the truth is, if you want to have that kind of relationship with a roommate, you have to find a roommate who does that from the start because old habits die hard. So if someone is used to not cleaning up, they're just not going to clean up overnight. They're not going to figure it out that they need to participate in things more than they contribute to. It's really unfortunate, but I think your best bet would be to just get out of the situation you're in if you financially can, or your lease allows you to, and maybe have someone else come in to take over that lease. And really, I know it's hard, and sometimes it's with a friend or a classmate, and you're worried about that relationship. But to be honest with you, you got two ways out. You either live in that filth or you get the hell out. And sometimes you just got to get the hell out and not worry about what's going to happen to that relationship. Our relationship failed because I didn't want to live in filth. And that other person thought that I was cruel because I asked him to take on responsibility. Who's really losing in this? The person that didn't learn to take on responsibilities and take care of their own? Or the person that now has to look for someone who's capable of taking care of their own? I mean, I wish you the best of luck in however this situation works out. And I can, if you're willing to listen, I can tell you just exactly how this all panned out over a year and how long I've been having to do this. But some people may not think this is that big of a deal, but it's kind of disgusting on a lot of levels. And yeah, leave your comments and leave your suggestions. Leave any questions you might have about the situation that you're in, if it's getting better or getting worse. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck. All right, stay clean.